Welcome to LOLWOT TV, your daily dose of WTF. To many people, mental institutions looked like very scary things decades and centuries ago. What people don't realize is that these treatments were state-of-the-art at the time. Here are 12 shocking treatments used in mental institutes.
At number 12,
Lobotomy. While the lobotomy opened up room for more research when it came to neurological signaling as it connected to mental illness, it was used before enough studying was done on it and didn't always have the positive effect you would hope it would.
at number 11,
Trephination. A bit more invasive than lobotomy, trephination, also known as trepanation, has been used for over 7,000 years and requires a hole to be drilled into the skull. Sometimes they used an auger or a bore, and sometimes a saw. There are beliefs that this would help relieve pressure, thus relieving things like headaches and mental illness.
at number 10,
Hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy is an alternative therapy that is actually garnering more interest these days, for relaxing warm baths and other treatments. However, in the past, people in mental institutes were given a cold treatment, also called icing. They'd be forced into freezing cold baths or showers to heal what ailed their minds.
at number 9,
Purging. Remember taking Ipecac syrup when you were sick because it would make you throw up and get the bad out? That's kind of the basis for purging back in the old days. They believed that there was an imbalance in the body when people had mental issues that could be resolved by things like purging and bleeding.
at number 8,
Bleeding. The items in this photo show some of the tools used in bleeding, then later in cupping. All used similarly to purging to help get the bad out so that the mental acuity can be balanced. They may have also used leeches for this treatment.
at number 7,
Exorcism. In the past, people really didn't understand illnesses like schizophrenia, mood disorders, and extreme stress, so they treated them in sometimes strange and shocking ways. One of those ways was through exorcism.
at number 6,
Solitary confinement. This is a treatment used in prisons today for unruly inmates, but it was also used to keep certain mental patients away from others, for whatever reason. Spending time in solitary probably didn't do any good for the mental patients, except cause them more insanity.
at number 5,
Straitjackets. Straitjackets seem like something you would find in a haunted house attraction nowadays. However, in the past, it was a way to restrain inmates in mental institutes from hurting themselves or others.
at number 4,
Induced coma. Induced comas are still widely used today. They put people in a state of rest where they can hopefully heal themselves. In mental institutes of the past, people were put into a low blood sugar coma, which would supposedly help them alter their brain wiring. They would only go under for a few hours rather than weeks or months.
at number 3,
Electroconvulsive therapy. Electroconvulsive therapy, or electroshock therapy, was probably one of the most shocking, pun intended, treatments used in the past for the mentally ill. Whether it really worked or not, it did put patients in a more docile frame of mind.
at number 2,
Metrazole therapy. Metrazole therapy was a therapy in which doctors induced seizures in patients. The idea was that seizures that were introduced would stop the seizures caused by things like epilepsy, that the two couldn't exist together. It didn't work.
and at number 1,
Fever therapy. If cold treatment wasn't bad enough, they also tried fever therapy. One example was of a patient suffering from psychosis brought on by syphilis. This mental issue was removed when they gave the patient malaria to induce fevers.
click like, comment, and subscribe for more daily videos like these.